Alright, so for my project 3, I decided to research the Minnesota COVID-19 Response Organization. This is my multimedia project, and it's by me, Sophie Ches. So to give you a glimpse of the website, here it is, and it walks you through the different resources the state provides for Minnesotans and their businesses and individual organizations. You can see that when you they can share messages, there's data statistics, just basically everything you need to know about how Minnesota is dealing with COVID at this very moment in time. There's obviously resources for vaccines, and they even provide rewards for getting vaccinated, which I will go into later. And so basically that's the website, and they just have a bunch of different things and resources for Minnesotans. Now, elaborating on basically what they do as an introduction is they have different logos, social media, advertisements, newspapers, and to make sure that the website is diverse for everybody, they even translate it into multiple different languages so everybody is aware of the resources they have available for them regarding COVID and the vaccine. And like I said before, they have different information for individual businesses and brand guides to just basically stay safe on the guidelines for Minnesota. And I think it's really cool that they have pictures of family members hugging once again, because it shows that the vaccine will help us get back to what we've missed during this whole time in quarantine. And they even have statistics that say in this week, Minnesota hit the number 1 speed in administrating doses, and over 80% of Minnesotans 65 or older are vaccinated, and 66% of educators and child workers are also vaccinated. So we're doing a pretty good job as a state right now, following the guidelines and going into the right direction. And some quotes I want to give across upon the website and the messages they say is the first one. It says, "COVID has tested us like nothing has ever before. We have worked hard to keep ourselves, loved ones, and our community safe, all while balancing our personal well-beings and our livelihoods. As of May 28, 2021, nearly all state COVID restrictions have come to an end, including capacity limits and distancing requirements, both indoors and outdoors. So it's important to basically just stay vaccinated and to keep being vaccinated so we can keep doing our job as citizens." And their logo is "Say Safe Minnesota." And another quote that I want to emphasize says, "Today cases are falling as more Minnesotans get their vaccine. With more of our community protected than ever, we can now confidently and safely begin to get back to the things we missed and to the people we love. While we have ended the capacity and distancing restrictions that have made Minnesota COVID-19 mitigation strategy so effective, the state will continue to emergency efforts to Minnesotans get tested and vaccinated, and will have to continue to monitor the virus, so the growth of the virus in the months to come." And basically, these messages are showing the positive direction of getting vaccinated so we can head in the proper direction as a state and as the world continues to open up more. Now, the important stakeholders I want to address basically by this website is those getting vaccinated, and the 3 COVID-19 vaccinations that are available in Minnesota is Johnson & Johnson, Moderna, and Pfizer. And according to this website and a bunch of scientists, each are nearly 100% effective against hospitalization, and they're effective against severe illnesses. Now, those who are not willing to get not getting vaccinated, basically no mask, no service, so they have to continue to wear their masks if they're not willing to cooperate to get vaccinated eventually. And these stakeholders are what I addressed in my last project as well, upon just in general the effects of the vaccine and how it affects each community. And it is important overall to just have your opinion on whether or not you want to become vaccinated or not, and follow those guidelines if you choose not to, and continue to abide by the certain restrictions. Now, the importance of getting vaccinated, according to the website, and what they want to emphasize is vaccines are here in Minnesota. Brighter days are ahead, and they really promote these graphics to show that we're heading in the right direction and access will be fair. Be patient, your safety is a priority, and vaccination helps end the pandemic, which is ultimately what we want to address as a community and as the world as a whole. And I think it's really interesting that they have these graphics because it's going to appeal to a wide audience when it's designed neatly, such so. Now, the important thing about this website is they show current data for the vaccine. And not a lot of places will necessarily do this, but this website is updated pretty daily, and it shows specifics to the regions in Minnesota, the ages, and it really helps demonstrate how we have really gotten so many more people vaccinated and how it continues to be a positive direction for many Minnesotans. And this data is just super specific, like I said. And so it really is showing the true data that we need. And I just think it's awesome that they include different race and ethnicity, equity, the ages. So it really appeals to a wide variety of people. So the website has a very great audience that they can appeal to. And once again, they have the positivity rate of COVID tests being administered that are positive on the dates. And like I said, in the past, it was very high to have different COVID positive testing. But ever since we've gotten people vaccinated, those numbers have slowly but surely been lowering. And yeah, it's really interesting to see this data upon a chart such as so. And so the concept of vaccine rewards is if you are willing to get vaccinated before June 30th and after May 28th, 2021, you are eligible to apply to get certain rewards for doing so. For your participation and just in general, they offer a wide variety of rewards for many Minnesotans, including Great Lakes Aquarium passes, Mall of America, Nickelodeon University passes, Minnesota fishing licenses, Northwoods League tickets, Minnesota Zoo administrations, and there's obviously many more. And they even offer Visa cards, which I thought was cool, so people can get rewarded for doing the correct thing of getting vaccinated, and it really will push those to get vaccinated because it's appealing to a wide variety of people who would like to have some free things in the future. And like I said, the website also will administer resources in general for many people. It states that COVID impacted our society in many ways imaginable, and many Minnesotans are now unemployed or in need of assistance with food and housing and mental health, and they provide different resources for those who need to do so, including worker support, child care support, education, healthcare, food support, financial assistance, housing, mental health, and older adults. And I think that the diversity of this will really appeal to a great audience and both stakeholders, as I addressed earlier. And it's just really important to have all these resources because oftentimes people are going down a road where they do not know necessarily where to go, and so by having all these options available for them, they're going to be going in the right direction. And so to conclude, this Minnesota Organization for COVID Resourcing is just a great way to be connected with the current COVID vaccine and COVID-19 pandemic. They have so many graphics, they show so many resources, and it was super interesting for me to research this and be able to showcase this presentation and try to appeal to as many people as possible so that they can have their own opinion or perspective upon the vaccine. So in the future, we as a society and community are able to stir in the right direction of not having as many COVID cases and having people become vaccinated so that we can have a safe and healthy community and world. Thank you very much for listening.